That's my new bike. Oh no, that's not mine. No, that's not my new bike either. Oh, there it is. There's my new bike. Yeah, so it's my Kawasaki Vulcan S ABS. I bought it from the dealer, and I have to say the dealer made quite a few screw-ups. They got the bill of sale wrong. They actually twice, but the second time was close enough that I signed it. They at first only put passenger foot pegs on the bill of sale, but they were going to charge me $1,700 to install them. And look, it came with a passenger backrest, it came with a passenger seat, but no passenger foot pegs, despite the fact that I paid for them. Well, that got settled, but I just don't want the dealer to touch my bike anymore. They made too many screw-ups. I don't want to say who the dealer is because, well, quite frankly, I don't want to besmirch their name, whether they deserve it or not. I also wanted to point out this is the tall windscreen, and I love it. It really helps me out a lot. I haven't done too much highway driving yet, but it prevents a lot of buffeting. So, dealer I'm not too happy with, bike I love. And I also love these saddlebags. They're soft and they're kind of stylish, and they're not too big that they don't overpower the bike, because it's not a huge cruiser, right? Okay. So here I have the replacement Footpegs, or actually not really a replacement. I found 2 Allen wrenches I need to use to install it. This big one here actually came with my daughter's study desk from IKEA, and the other one I just found in my toolbox. So I can't tell you what sizes they are, but if you have a set of Allen wrenches, I'm sure that you'll have no trouble finding them. Okay, so it comes with these. These obviously just bolt onto the side of the bike, like so. And then they've got these little backers on the other side of the bar to secure them. And they also come, of course, with the screws you need. Issue for me is it has these little rubber stickers. And I guess that's for friction to keep them on. But I don't know whether to put the stickers, like stick them to the bike and then have these things hold on to the bike, or to put the stickers on these things and then have them hold on to the bike that way. I think I prefer that method, putting it on the brackets. Because quite frankly, what if somebody wants to replace them, or even I want to replace them someday? It's going to be a real pain to get them off of the bike. You have to scratch and you may damage the paint, and so I think I'll do it that way. If you think I'm wrong, I can always remove them and get some more of these little things. It looks like they're pretty standard rubber sheet. Comes from 3M, I'm sure I can buy it. Offer an opinion if you have one. So I should also mention, this didn't come with any set of instructions on how to install them, but it seems pretty straightforward. One thing I want to show you is these little pointed things. They could do a pretty good number on the metal of your bike if you really wanted to. So I'm going to loosen that off. I think it's just there to just poke a little bit into those rubber. Yeah, I'm not really enthusiastic about the idea of poking a couple of holes in the bike, but that looks like about where it needs to go. The other thing I want to be careful of is that I don't have them too far out or in. I need to make sure they're parallel. Alright, start with the rubber. Yeah, that's kind of a bush league Mickey Mouse solution, to be honest. But I did not pay a lot for these foot pegs, and I guess you get what you pay for. Pardon my sniffling, by the way. I have hay fever. I get it every year, ever since I moved to this new city. Okay. guess this bracket goes back here, yeah. And then another one here. So I think let's start. I'm pretty sure I can get it at least started and then fit it on afterwards. Save myself a bit of awkwardness. Although there's probably people, if there's anyone watching this, more mechanically minded than I am, going, "No, you fool!" Wrong size. Okay, so that's not so tight that I can't adjust it. Okay, so that's parallel that way. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and tighten this right up. Okay, so that's pretty stiff actually. And then the last thing, now this is the part where I feel a little bit strange, but okay, I'm going to tighten that just a little bit. So it's poking into the rubber, but not boring a hole into the side of the bike, into the frame. Okay, so that one's installed. It's actually a tiny bit pointed backwards, so I'm going to loosen those bolts and straighten it out. I think this one, I didn't bother showing this on camera because this might be the same story, a tiny bit backwards. So yeah, all I'm going to do is I'll loosen those bolts. This one, and this one, and then the other two. Just loosen them a tiny bit, and then rotate this back that way a bit. Actually, I wonder if I gave it a good swift kick. No, it's lacking in finesse. I won't do that. All right. That seems to be fit the bill. Like I say, they were inexpensive. They didn't come with instructions, but I'm pretty sure I figured it out, and how wrong can you go anyways, right? Okay. If you're still watching at this point, thanks. See you around. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to add one point. I forgot to mention that the hex key that you use for most of the bolts on the bike here is too large for either of those two different types of bolts. So don't waste your time taking the side panel off and getting your hex key out, because it won't fit. That's all.